Here's the Uggs' outstanding senior quarterback, Gabe Taylor, and he shows his speed racing 60 yards.
Once upon a time, there was a young man named Gabe Taylor, and if I told you he was the star quarterback at Clayton Valley High School, the #1 Division II school in Northern California, the story would continue sounding like a fairy tale. But for Gabe, when the game ends, the fairy tale ends with it. Gabe has no home. He lives with his mother and 3 siblings at this faith-based shelter for the homeless. The entire family in a 2-room shelter with 2 bunk beds. A tiny kitchen is part of one bedroom, the bathroom part of the other. A place to stay for a family with no money.
We came here August 18th, 2000, and here is where I started everything. I started learning how to be a mom. I started learning how to be a single mom. I started to learn how to enjoy kids.
The family of 5 eventually moved out of Love a Child mission and into family housing. In 2007, after suffering a fall at work and resisting surgery, Dawn's disc in her back ruptured, leading to 3 painful surgeries for a single mom who physically could not work and support her family.
We just keep moving places where we can get cheaper and cheaper, and then we came back here and they've done so much for us, so it's honestly a blessing just to come back.
Moving back here seemed like failure to Dawn. She was back to where she was in 2000, hitting rock bottom once again.
I didn't understand why here. Why here, after 10 years.
All the other families, they just have big houses and stuff, and I just don't like how people call me poor and stuff, because it's not our fault. We do the best we can do.
After the divorce, Gabe's father was out of the picture with a drug problem and time in jail. It was Gabe filling in as the protective male figure for his family.
I honestly just act like what I'd want to have to my siblings. I just try to make sure that I can be like a father figure to them, but be their brother at the same time.
Since being at Clayton Valley, Gabe has found a home on the football team. His grades are better, and he's found a mentor in head coach Tim Murphy.
I was one of those kids who got mad easy. In the beginning of the year, I was blaming my teammates for stuff it was me doing, but then he told me what I need to do and how I need to step up, and he's there for me. He's helped me out with so much, getting me stuff. He bought me brand new cleats because he saw mine was breaking.
The way he's been able to maintain the standard of our program and the expectations of the demands that are put on him, the grades that are put on him, the constant pushing to get better, and usually kids in circumstances like Gabe will crack before being able to make it even week 1, much less, which I know, all the way through the playoffs and having a good season.
Gabe is midway through his senior football season and hopes to continue playing football for years to come.
I've been dreaming about playing college baseball actually since I was 5 years old, but then ever since I moved to Clayton Valley for football, that's became my love more.
Gabe's story isn't the typical fairy tale, but because of his positive outlook on life and contagious personality, you're hoping for a happy ending.
Money, it helps you here and there, gets you a couple smiles, but family's happiness. And I don't think I've been any happier living with my family than ever before.
If I were to sit there and give up, we wouldn't be where I am, and my children keep me going and I keep them going.
In a fairy tale, happily ever after never happens in a place like this. The final chapter for Gabe won't be written in a high school football season. Even with all of the success on the field, the question is what will happen to Gabe after high school? Will there be college and a happy ending? Gabe will have to write that chapter himself.